Hello guys. Sound like good there again. Hello guys. Hi everybody. This is Lady Onyx, and right now I happen to be on Darkfan's Ultimate FTB server, his Feed the Beast server that he very often streams on and has some YouTube videos on, and I'm sure a lot of you recognize his little cow farm down there. Poor cows. I will save you. I will save you for dinner. But as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, I am, of course, obviously whitelisted on here, so I come on here to play. Are those... It's like... Those are melons up there. I don't know. Anyway. So I am whitelisted on here, so I come on here very often to play. So I figured, well, since I'm on here so often, let's start up our FTB series back up here. There was that world I had, but then they redid basically everything, and then I didn't really feel like starting things up again, so I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I didn't have an FTB server to go to, but then Dark made this one, and well, I'm like, well, I'm here. Why not? He's on here, I'm on here. Let us be on here together. What did I just hear? I'm hearing things. Anyway, oh, my phone is going off. Phone going off. But let me go into my village here. My village. I'm sure some of you have seen this from the streams as well. This is the village that I found, and then RC came just right after. Yeah, Rainbow Crisp is also whitelisted on here, as is Morgwin and Dire Dwarf. So, but I think of all of us, Dark plays obviously the most on here, and I'm starting to quite a bit, so, but yeah, I found this village, and RC helped me, keep it safe, and then kind of after that, I started purifying it up, and, yeah, I just figured, well, you know, I might as well kind of really get into this FTB thing. I've been living kind of more of a vanilla lifestyle. FTB scares me. There's so much stuff. There's way too much stuff that I don't understand. But little by little, I'm starting to integrate a lot of this Feed the Beast stuff into my play. And Ultimate server allows a lot of different fun little unique things to be, you know, had, and, you know, things to do. So I figured, well, why not? Why not? See, and along the way, what I'd like to do is I'd like to give tips to people who are new at this, because obviously I'm right there, right with you. I think the thing about Feed the Beast is it seems so overwhelming. People just don't know where to begin. You want to do something, but to get to that point takes so many steps, and people just don't know where to start and get frustrated. Well, I'm right there with you. There's a lot of things that I don't know either, but I'm learning along the way. You know, together, maybe we'll figure some things out, and we'll both learn, and maybe we can get either Darkfan in here or Dire Dwarf or somebody to explain things to us, you know, in a simple manner where we can understand. So, first things first, you know, in establishing this village was just getting the basics, your basic vanilla stuff down. You want to get, you know, your wood, your tools made. You want to find shelter, food, everything like that. Everything like that is the exact same. Everything that you would do to survive, exactly the same. And from there you can start expanding. One of the things you're going to want to do, obviously, is mine. I started my strip mine down here. Well, let's go take a look here. Let's go down into my mind. See what there is to see. I do need to do a lot more mining because I'm really low on a bunch of stuff that I really need to see, or that I really need. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Here we go. Yeah, I still have this whole wall to explore here. Basically, all these places I've done, and I know I have some diamond nodes that I found in some of these, so I'll have to go and get those, but I wanted to have a fortune pick. I don't know if Dark has one. We'll find out. But basically, one of the other things you do is you establish your mine. Now, basically, if it looks funny or glowy or shiny, just grab it. Whatever looks like it could have a use to you, go ahead and take it. A lot of people will argue that a lot of these ores are useless and pointless, and for the most part, yeah, they're right. Some of these things are useless, but hoard right away. Take everything that you see. You might as well, you know, obviously, you never know. If I dug this out, maybe there's some diamond behind it, or some other ore that I could really use. And don't just stick to diamond level. Right now I'm at 11, which is your typical diamond level. Don't just stick here. You also want to head up towards the surface. And speaking of which, I'm gonna head up there and I'm gonna sleep really quick here, if you don't mind, because there are ores that you can find primarily more to the surface. So don't just dig straight down and leave all your mining to there. Things like copper are usually found very close to the surface. So think about things like that. Stop in caves. I'm not a big cave miner. I really don't enjoy it. But, you know, if you have a friend with you, you know, turn it into an adventure. Look at all the levels. See what you can find. And just take everything. Like I said, everything that you can see. If something seems like it's hard to break, you probably need an iron pick for it or greater. So rather than try to break something, you know, mark it off for later and get an iron pick. Yeah, it's just easier to make the iron pick right away. So always make sure you have one of those, because some of these ores can only be had with an iron or greater pick. So, like I said, just make it easy on yourself and grab everything you can find. And once you've gotten yourself quite a haul, you know, go ahead and start storing them. And now, one thing I would also like to tell you to look out for, and they're kind of rare. I was kind of lucky that I found some right away, and RC found some right away, but quartz. Let me show you here. We have this quartz crystal, but especially this, where is it? Here we go. Quartz dust. That's what you'd like to see. Quartz dust. Normally you're only going to find those in chests, in dungeons perhaps, or maybe in a mine shaft, etc. Very, very, very hard to find in the beginning. But if you can find them, that's great, because the next thing you're going to want to make right away is one of these. This is a quartz grindstone. And what this does is you put an ore in here. Let's say you find some iron ore and you mine it. Don't smelt it right away. Just put the ore right in here. Let's see if I have, I'm sure I have some. Yep, I do. Let me just put a couple of them in here. So, oh look, I have some iron ore. Just put it right in there. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to click on this. And we're going to wait a few seconds here. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And oh, look at this. We have iron dust. 4 iron dusts. Okay, so you're like, great, we have 4 iron dusts. Well, what can I do with iron dust? Well, let me show you. I was making some glass and I see that that cooked up really nicely. Pop a couple of those in there. Let me put this away really quick there. There we go. So again, you're like, man, dust. What am I gonna use dust for? What good is it? Well, if you smelt iron dust or any sort of ores, you get ingots. So remember, I had 2 iron ores. If I had smelted them, I'd have 2 iron ingots. But because I ground them up, I got 4 dusts, which equal 4 iron ingots. So I just doubled my ores. You're welcome. So if you find that quartz dust, don't just throw it out or, you know, leave it somewhere. Very important that you keep that. It will come in handy. I guarantee it. So what I'll do is I'll just put this away. There we go. Great. So again, these come in really handy, and like I said, if you're really lucky, you get it, you know, you can find it like in a dungeon or whatnot. I don't know how else I mean, you can come across quartz mining, but I don't know how you would grind them up without, you know, the quartz grinder. Let's see. Say you can use a pulverizer, but again, a lot of this stuff is really a pulverizer or macerator. Yeah, that's gonna be, by the time you get to that point, you're not gonna need this quartz grindstone. And as you can see, it's really cheap to make. If you can just find these dusts, this wood gear is like nothing. It's sticks. Everybody can make sticks, you know, and then just stone and some cobble, and bam, there you go. The only other thing you need to make is the handle. Not those handle, crank, sorry, not handle, crank. There you go. So just basically any sticks right there, and there you go. And it just goes right in the top of your quartz grinder. So if you find the quartz, very lucky for you. If you can't find it right away, just keep looking, keep searching, find those dungeons and those mine shafts, find those chests, because you never know where you're gonna end up getting that from. So that is my tip for you. You know what, that reminds me. Get stupid feed the beast. Always is gonna be glitchy, especially for me. No, I'm trying to see if Mr. Dark Fan has any tools in here that I may borrow that have fortune. Silk touch. That might work for now. Wonder if he would mind. And you know, if he does mind, that's too bad. So at least I can have the ores with me. I don't think there's anything else in here. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and borrow that silk touch, but I'm not going to do that right now. I will wait till later. And back in I go. Yay. So again, just to kind of go over what I've said so far, just start your world like normal. Get established, get a base going, do all the vanilla things that you normally do. You know, make sure you have plentiful food, or at least food for, you know, right now. You know, and then start mining or caving, whatever you like doing the most. You know, explore, take any and all ores that you can find. If you don't find you have a use for them later, that's fine, but you never know. Feed the Beast is constantly being revamped, changed. An ore that may have no purpose now may definitely have a purpose in the future. So all that ore that you skip, you may get frustrated having to go back and, you know, needing to get it at a future time. So just make it easy on yourself and just grab everything while you can. And now remember as well, with redstone, you can make the blocks. So if you're finding a lot of redstone, just go ahead, grab it, make blocks. It'll make it easier on your chests and your you know, the you know, your storage and whatnot. So just go ahead, grab everything. Why not? And again, if you have your quartz grinder, make sure you're grinding everything. Might as well double all your ores. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to stand there and just grind and grind and grind and grind. But you know what? If you want to have all your extra ores, you're gonna do that. Another thing you might want to do as well, since you have it, but first we're gonna sleep here. As you can see, as I turn around, I've got a lot of waypoints. Like, there's Dark's base, there's an appetite node I had found, which I really don't need anymore, because we don't need the... Dark was using the appetite for fertilizer, but he no longer needs it with his cow setup. So, and of course the village. I found a thaumium dungeon over that away that I was not prepared to explore at the time, but now I am a little bit more. What I do is I press M. So I can have all my options here, and then you just click on waypoints, and then this is for the nether, by the way. You can see everything here. This guy, don't really need it anymore. Delete. But if you want to add a new one, you can add one. You can color them different things so that it really stands out. That's something I also recommend that you do. Might as well waypoint your village or your base or whatever it is so that you don't lose it. A lot of people forget about these things. Another thing as well is it may waypoint your last death. They can start clogging up your waypoints. You might as well just go ahead and delete those. Another thing I recommend as well, as you can see here, I have some silver chests. They're very nice and they are expanded inventory, as you can see. This is very nice. What you do is you just make your basic chests, just like this guy right there. And what you have to do is you have to upgrade them step by step. So what you do, so you can see some of the upgrades here. So we have a regular chest, and then I think it goes up to iron chest. There you go. Take your regular chest, surround it in iron. How cheap is that? And you get an upgraded chest. Awesome. Now, if you've already established a little bit and you have some ores, you can also upgrade that to silver. So as you can see, here's your iron chest. This one's also very, very inexpensive. So you have silver that you may have found, and I have tons and tons of silver. It's very easy to find. And look at that, just 4 pieces of glass, and you get these silver chests, and this is what I am using right now. Like I said, very, very nice. There are different storage options. This is Feed the Beast. There are billions of storage options for you, but when you're first starting out, these things come in really handy. And even, you know, end game, you're always needing chests to hold things. You know, you can feed pipes into them, and you can, you know, feed things, like I said, through pipes to these chests, and you can keep upgrading them. The only thing, do they still have it? Yep. The crystal chests, they look pretty, but last I heard, they were really laggy. I don't think they're necessary either. So maybe not what you quite want to do, but, you know, front chest. So there's just so much stuff, and all of a sudden it's like, what? Sweet chestnut sapling. Oh, what is that? See, there's just so much stuff. See, that's another thing too. You just like, you get overwhelmed. It's like, wow, what is all this? Sometimes I just like looking through all the things and going, can I make that? And then when you do make it, you're like, well, what can I use it for? And then you find you can't use it for anything, and then you put it away, and then down the road when you need it, hey, you have it because you made it and you didn't even know what it was for. But let me give you a quick tour of the village here. Let me just kind of start with the dock here. I had made this dock because for a little while there, the boat was the only way to go over to Dark's base, and then Morgwin's area, if I was able to render just a little bit better, it's just right around where this, you can almost see a little bit of land right over there. Just a little bit beyond that. She's got a little area. She better come back on here and build some more, that's all I can say. So, and I have a boat waiting, and it's just a nice little dock. And we're right by these red rock mountains, so I used a lot of that to decorate the village with. Little beach, get sand from there. And then I have this wall circling the whole place, and captured some wild dogs in the process. So this is just the village here. As you can see, the villagers are still blocked off and safe from any zombies. Hey guys, I'm sure it must be very, very upsetting to be in these houses, but it's for your own good. you'll deal with it. Yeah, just village like normal. Got some decorative trees planted. I went on expeditions, which is why I found that Thaumium dungeon. I just go everywhere. And I had found an autumn forest, and I love these kind of purpley red trees, so I grabbed a few saplings and I planted them here. And I have some cows going here. Mirror. Hello, guys. Hello. Do I not have a torch out there? Oh, well, you guys can deal. Well, you know what, since I'm here, and since there's an exit, and I'm getting a little lag. Yeah, even with Optifine, I do find that I do get a little lag. I got a torch back here. But I'd like to have one right there. Make me feel a lot better. There we go. Okay. And then just a little bit more forest, and then it goes to jungle. I mean, we got like all sorts of biomes. And right past this forest, there's like a savanna, and then there's a dog. A dog. You want this, don't you? You want that, don't you? You want that, boy? Yeah, you're not getting it. So I mean, I know. And you can see I repaved most of these roads with this redstone brick. I think it looks really nice. Have a little garden over here. You can see I have some pumpkins, I have some flax, henequen. On the other side there, some corn, some reeds. I'm making a lot of books for Mistcraft, which will be for another day. We'll get into that. Some more decorative trees. There's the well. This is where I do my Mistcraft stuff. Right in here. And then this is brand new. Well, first of all, let me show you my silverwood trees. Love these. I love how they're huge. And normally they used to drop maybe only one sapling if you're lucky. Now you can get like 1 to 2. I swear at one tree I got 3, but I could have been wrong. I don't know. I just all of a sudden had like a ton of saplings, so I know I gave Dark a few, and I planted 2 here, and I have 1 on display in this house here. But this is my house. This is like my living quarters, and this is where I'm gonna start building projects in there. Here's my bed, and I use some Bibliocraft shelves, and these are potion shelves. You can see I have like 1 little bottle there. That's why I was making the glass, so I can have some more bottles. I could start brewing and putting them in there, but for right now, just even the empty bottles look really cute. And then just some little things that I didn't really need. You know, there's a little crystal and little saplings. There's my other silverwood sapling. Just to make them look really nice. And I have the same thing going on over here. I think it's a really neat look. I love Bibliocraft. But it looks like it's time to sleep again. So let's go ahead and sleep in our house. And there we go. One thing I do wish I had was different alternate bed types. Or at least colors. I want to be able to have something that's not red. It would be nice. But that's okay. It is what it is. These are what do you call them? That's not what it is. What? light zirconium blocks. That's what they are. Light zirconium blocks. I also have some dark ones, like right there. And if you look, you can see it moving. Ooh. I think they're kind of cool, little decorative things, and that stuff you can find everywhere. So I figured, hey, why not? I still have yet to put it on the other side there, which I'll get to. But this place is made using the micro blocks. And the great thing about micro blocks is in my explorations I had found basalt, this dark stone you see. There are no volcanoes around here that I have seen, so the basalt was kind of hard to come by. I didn't have a lot of room to carry anymore back with me, at least at that time. So what I did is I used microblocks. I was able to basically chop them up into smaller pieces and extend what I had a lot further. So if I had used regular size blocks, I would not have anything even close to the size I would have like a little hut. So so thanks to microblocks, I was able to do all this. Great thing about the microblocks, the glass doesn't break. You can knock that out and replace it. It's great. You can have really thin sheets of glass. And I'll get to the point where I'll probably go ahead and tint those, because you can tint the glass as well. But I need a few more things before I can get to that point. I'm in no hurry. This is the second story, just a decorative kind of patio sort of thing. Overlooks the lovely water and my lovely shiny sparkly tree. I love you, tree. And then again, using micro blocks. These are supposed to have like wiring coming through them, but look, it makes a really nice lovely railing for a patio. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, why not? So that's the thing about a building, is using items creatively. And then I have this pass through. I was gonna try and cover this area up, but no mob's gonna get through there, and there's no mobs in this village anyway. Shh, I shouldn't say that. But there's no way they're gonna get through there, so it's kind of just a neat little pass through. Now this is kind of, like I said, just not really decorated or anything yet, but I'll get to that point, and it's gonna be basically for any machines I make. And I have a second story. You can see that it's kind of floating off the first story, which I think is really cool. This white stuff happens to be marble, which is more abundant. Where I am, there's a big cave on the other side of the village over that way, that leads to an area with tons and tons of marble. So, and it looks really nice with the basalt, so you'll see lots of builds with that. And again, I did the covers thing. These are cut a little bit thinner, which I think is really nice. So yeah, and another nice view. You can see a lot of the different biomes, the jungle, the forest, the ocean, that red rock. I don't even know what that's called. I don't know. And then there, can't see it, but the savannah is over that way. So, yep. So like I said, I mean, not a lot here yet, but it's still a work in progress. I just built this I think it was yesterday, or at least I finished it yesterday. I think I'd been working on it for like the last couple days. So, but again, this is something that will happen to you when you're a little bit more established. I'm not one of those who, you know, goes out and builds contraptions right away, like Dark Fan. Like, look at him. He lives in a hole in a little cave. Ooh, doggy. You want to come in, don't you? You want to come in here, don't you? Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. Watch me get this puppy. Ooh, there's a lot of lag. Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. You want to go in, don't you? You want to go in here, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No, 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 don't walk away. You're gonna go in here. Ha! You're mine now, puppy. Ha ha. Ha ha. Just step away from the door. Just. Dumb dog. These dogs, I tell you, they're smart. I keep one of these doors open too long. Man, it runs right in. Or right out, I should say. They're like, no. So where'd that guy go? Or gal? I don't know. But this is their home now. This is your home now. You better make do. Don't be killing my cows. Tell you what. I'll be mad. I'll be mad. So, I'm going to cut it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little tour and my little explanation of, you know, how to start a world, I guess. That would be about it. Get out of my face, village. Go back here. There we go. So, until the next episode, hope you guys take care. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments. And if I can't answer it, which is more than likely the case, I will try to get the boyfriend to, or one of my other very knowledgeable friends. So, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.